here a bit early, just hanging out, getting ready in the space. Dropping into my body a little bit. Feel free to join me if you're here. Hi there, if you're joining. I'm going to be here for about 15 minutes, just dropping into meditation. Feel free to join. Feel free to not. I wonder if you can hear the wind. I think I'm going to have to reload. Something went wrong on YouTube. I don't know what that means. I'm glad I started early. Okay. Chat is not there. Interesting. No problem to have. Interesting. I'm going to stop the live chat. And then I'm going to chat. Say Libby. No live chat. What a blessing. This is why I show up early, I suppose. Crows on the wind. In the distance, I wish the camera could capture it, are crows playing on the wind. I was meditating on sensation before I started. And there were all these different little components of the wind that wanted to draw themselves forward in my awareness of sensation as a portal to relationship with the wind. I'm hearing the wind. I can see the trees moved by the wind. But where is the wind? Show me the wind. I'd heard a lot of various natural metaphors talking about how do you visualize the wind over the years. Crows playing on the wind. Yeah. Just experiencing air being moved by a pressure differential. What is wind? Welcome. It's great to be able to come into my body a bit leading up to this moment. It's really nice to show up in this moment, really be here. I was just admiring the crows dancing on the wind, playing on the wind. Which felt like this beautiful capstone to my contemplation of what is the wind. As I was dropping into my senses, my sensation, I was feeling the wind around me, blowing through the trees. I could see it. I could hear it all around me. But really, it's just the movement of air between a high and low pressure system existing around us. And then came here, sat, looked out at the sky over the river, and watched a large group, maybe 20 or so crows, playing, catching these wind drifts. You know, I wonder if you can hear it on the microphone. If you can, and it, comes into your field of sensation, I welcome you to whatever you hear, see, feel, taste, touch, whatever you sense around you. Just come into relationship with it. As I come into the space of welcoming somebody into the field of sensation, play, I welcome you to be comfortable. I welcome you to find somewhere you want to be. Somewhere perhaps pleasurable to your senses, whatever that means for you. And to just be there for a moment, really let yourself arrive. Really let yourself arrive, feel the points of contact. See if you can let gravity just settle you into that place. See if you can just let gravity settle on in. As you settle in and surrender to gravity, see if you can take away the points of misalignment left and right. See if you can just come deeper and deeper into the sense of alignment to gravity. Taking the falling relationship and just bringing it into your awareness. Front and back. Like a tree blown by the wind. As I hear the wind, right, what am I really talking about? Just welcoming an awareness of a spine moving on top of a pelvis, a skull balancing precariously on top of a spine, and all the beautiful relationship of just sitting, having a moment, whether it's standing, whether it's sitting, whether it's laying down, however you feel called to be, just find that spine. That beautiful, amazing, electric spine of yours. So cool. Such a cool thing. As we become aware of the spine, what I want us to begin our sense meditation on is actually just starting with our spine, our awareness of our own nervous system as just a central point to begin. The top of the skull and the bottom of the spine, where it makes contact, how it comes into the pelvic bowl, and maybe the whole of the anatomy connected to those places, or not at all, just up and down, up and down, the top of your spine and the bottom of your spine, and all the points that connect it. And our first component of dropping into the field of sensation, including the whole spine, including the whole of the nervous system, into your field of sensation. Take some breaths with that. Move around, whatever you need, however you feel called to move, but just become aware of that alignment and relationship, top and bottom, up and down. Now, when you feel ready, I want us to become aware of left and right, and dropping into our left and our right sides of that central line. So just as deep into my right hand, I go into my left hand. If I see something in my right side, I find it in the left. Right? But just letting ourselves, as best we can, equalize left and right. Just try to organize ourselves around. I'm already aware of up and down, and maybe I add on to it left and right. And just beginning to look and connect all the way in, all the way down, finding equality of relationship. There might be some imbalances. That's not the important thing. Notice them if they're there, but let go of them. Explore them if you feel called. Play with them if you feel called. You'll see me moving, working with something I'm noticing in my physicality that I want to explore. The field of sensation, playing on the wind, allowing us to really go into the body, deeply into the body, looking for what is left and right of the central line of your spine, up and down, left and right. And just engaging with this is enough. There's enough here for a lifetime. And just breathe with it and explore it. And next, allow ourselves to become aware of the front of our body, round to the bottom of the pelvic bowl, and the other way around, up, back, the spine, and resting, at the top of the skull again. But just becoming aware of the totality of front and back of you. We can feel them as just anterior and posterior muscular chains. But allow it to be a continuous sensory experience for you, more focused on the skin, inward. Maybe being aware now of the clothing on top of your skin, maybe. We can use that as a little bit of a marker as we find all of our flesh. Just finding all of us. As we add front and back to up and down and left and right, just let ourselves really, really breathe fully into the body. having arrived in this moment. Let yourself move with it if you need to. Let yourself be changed by what you're seeing, changed by what you're noticing. Really acknowledging everything present as it comes into our awareness. Try not to run from it. As up and down and left and right and front and back, all are welcomed here now in this present moment. I feel my hands want to come together, and so they are. It doesn't need to signify anything other than what it is, right? My left and right meeting in the middle. We let ourselves come into this moment. As I have been mentioning so far, engaging with now from this central place, centralized center. You've brought all of yourself here. Start to feel out into the space around you. Using the sense organs if you feel called, or maybe closing some of them off. Closing your eyes, covering your sound. Altering pressure on the body. Now, as your sensory field is attuning to the world, the sense field around you, just begin to feel yourself able to control where your awareness is drawn. And with that, we add this final piece of up, down, left, right, front, back, but also in and out. The internal looking and the external looking, and how we can equalize that relationship inward and relationship outward. Even if it's just in this space that we do that. Even if all of this is left at the door, and we travel back for this moment, can you give yourself full permission to be with all of that? What more is there? All of that. Hang out in that place for a second. This is your up and down. This is your left and right. This is your front and back. This is your inside and outside. And the dance of relationship that we're always doing between these extremes. Left is an extreme relative to the center. Relative to its seeming opposite. One is not preferable. All are present. And so with that, I welcome us to come into an internal unity, a contemplation, perhaps, maybe just an experiencing in this moment of all of you, a whole and total being, complete, all on its own. A tree in the middle of a field, reaching toward the sun, pressing its roots into the ground, strengthening its trunk so it can hold properly against that which moves it about. From this place, we will exit the extent of the guided aspect of the meditation. But with it comes what feels like a blessing from the land around me, which is just, may we all from this place be able to play on the wind like the crows. Yeah, really great, really cool. Thank you so much for being with all of that awareness. Thanks so much for getting to this place inside yourself. Thanks for joining. So, dropping into the field of sensation, I really wasn't expecting to offer fully the place that I was welcomed to come into, which was something I have been curious about if I would ever discuss fully, right? Something I've written about for so long, but have felt disconnected from a venue to share about it, an opportunity to share. The joys and the mysteries and the beauty of up and down, front and back, left and right, in and out. Because that is the foundation for me of practice, is a unified or unifying whole, way of holding the nervous system. Whether we're dancing or playing or fighting or working, we are, I think it's so easy to take for granted all of the little miracles, the micro miracles that are unfolding in our experience as we go. I've been really blessed with a life of movement. And as a result, most of what I've ever done has been as a result of learning the hard lessons that my body had to teach me about what I was experiencing as I was going, to find the limits, mostly to avoid injury. Yeah. So the field of sensation for me is, while it's the essential kind of foundation of practice, it's also kind of like it's the highest attainment as well, right? To be in the field of sensation in your body in this moment is in so many ways where it has to begin and ultimately where it has to end, as whatever it is that you're doing. And I think when you talk to, masters of anything, they have a very intimate relationship with their experience of the practice as they're going through it. They might not name it out loud, they might not have words for it, but when you ask them questions and you track the way their memory works in certain very specialized ways with certain masters, but in very specifically honed and repeated practice of returning to a certain thing. It's a very intimate amount of time you spend there. And so you get to know it very well. And it is only through our sensation, our up, our down, left, right, front, back, in and out, our internal experience of a thing and our external experience of a thing. What's my left hand doing? What's my right hand doing? Where's the bottom of my spine? Where's the top of my spine? These things matter in life. They might not matter theoretically. But if we fall, it's just the relationship to left or right, up or down, front or back. And so we started with that awareness of surrendering to gravity. Acting always as a constant force, drawing us toward the earth. All I'm talking about is a relationship to gravity, a relationship of a spine to gravity. Letting that be enough. That's okay. This is maybe all we'll ever get, right? We might never drive a fast car or fly a plane or do something crazy like that. Our body is our vehicle. Our body is our vehicle that gets us through this crazy life. And so for me, the access point to sacredness is sensation. What am I experiencing? What right now is there for me to already be ensorcelled by, overtaken through the sublime relationship to? Even if it's a bummer, or it hurts, or you just can't take it anymore and you have to change it. And so you move a little bit. It's okay. Find something there. Go looking. For me, these lessons are applicable to our lives. For me, these lessons are constantly unfolding in our lives because we're constantly in relationship through our life. And so really awesome to be able to be online to talk about this, and really, really grateful for the wind and the crows and the trees that are all reminding me my eardrums are vibrating from the sound generated by air being moved. Really cool. And that's enough for me right there. We talk about psychedelic experiences. It all goes from here. Starts here, goes everywhere else it goes right from here. We talk about, high performance. It's right here. It's all right here. It's being experienced right here. Same central nervous system. We're battling in our world, in our society, over what's the right relationship to our central nervous system. What should you be doing with your central nervous system? Fundamentally, your sovereignty, for me, starts with the relationship to, the connection to the central spine. head, pelvis, shoulders, hips, feet and hands, immediate surroundings, intermediate surroundings, and the outer edges of my awareness, through those I know. It starts right here. I'm just going to be weird for a second, but just the ball right in the center. Yeah. Hopefully somebody clips this and makes an AI image of an energy ball right here, but that's you. That's right here, the center. Yeah. It all triangulates on a point. It all runs off the heart. It all runs off blood. The rise and the fall of universes and galaxies and kingdoms, people's lives, seasons, the daytime. Thanks for joining me, coming into sensation. Gratitude to the goddess for making this possible, for birthing all life into the universe. All right. Be well, stay safe.